Hi everyone, this is the TEL 410 Introduction to Saussure. This is one part of a series of videos that support second language teaching and learning. In this video, we're going to talk about Ferdinand de Saussure. He was a Swiss linguist who is often referred to as the father of modern linguists. His ideas laid the foundation for linguists as a more prominent academic subject in the 20th century. Saussure approached his framework using René Descartes' language perspective known as Cartesian dualism. This basically means that Saussure claimed that language is made up of two parts, langue and parole. Basically, langue is the part of language that consists of structure, rules, and standardized agreement of grammar and syntax. It's more of the organized part of language that you learn about in school. So, to Saussure, the study of langue allowed a person to study language as a formal system. To do this, he used the notion of the linguistic sign, or the sign, and that it was made into two related parts, the signifier and the signified. This was a more structuralist perspective of language. It didn't account for human philosophy or creativity. So this part of Saussure's work focused on a signifier, like tree, representing what was being signified, basically a trunk with branches and leaves. Parole is the part of language we use in practical, everyday ways. So it consists of casual language, slang, and it accounts for the many variances from person to person. For Saussure, this side of language was not so easily studied and objectifiable as langue. While tree may be learned in American English, the curriculum doesn't account for what tree the students have in mind, especially for students learning English as a second language, what experiences they may have had with trees, and what trees mean to any student overall. Basically, the relationship to tree is already given as a standard, and it's expected that the student memorizes what the code signifies in American English culture rather than supporting how two lingual cultural backgrounds can come together. As a teacher, we want to support English learners and their background experiences with the content. As teachers, we want to be aware that much of the content we use favors langue rather than supporting how first and second linguocultural experiences can come together. This helps us honor the students' funds of knowledge and background experience. While many linguists today find Saussure's work to be inadequate in capturing the meaning of signs and how perspectives of individuals can vary and still be valued as correct, his work and influence continues to be found in linguists, anthropology, philosophy, and of course in school lessons. From a standardized curriculum standpoint, using only Saussure's langue side and simplistic definition allows for textbooks, worksheets, spelling lists, vocabulary lists, and standardized tests to be created with the goal for one correct answer. Concerning second language learners, such as English learners for example, such langue-only standardization doesn't attempt to understand background knowledge, differing cultures, and differing experiences from multicultural perspectives. As a result, a simple application of Saussure's work in education doesn't support any students well, but is particularly difficult and detrimental to English learners or other language minority users. One way to counter or expand beyond Saussure's langue in education is to apply Charles Peirce's triangular-based semiotics or a Vygotskian mediational perspective, where both theorists support the effort to take the students' orientations, backgrounds, variations, and reflections into consideration. That's all for now. Please make sure to see the TEL 410 Peirce or TEL 410 Vygotsky video for more information.